want Madison to be one of the best high schools there in the state, if not the country. And I believe we can. And at this time, I'd like to thank some of the partners that I think is going to make that possible. We have the union, we have folks in the school committee, we have the mayor, and I'd like to give a special thanks to the mayor and the superintendent for really bringing all these partners and these folks together that can make that dream a reality. We'd like to also thank anyone that's here from the Bloomberg Foundation that's really making this dream even more for reality. I'd like to welcome everyone and thank the students and all of our partners that I see. I see partners from the union. I see partners from the school committee. It's just a really great moment for Madison because I really believe that the dream is starting to take shape. So thank you, everyone, and welcome. I'm going to introduce Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Dickens.
Good morning, everyone. I share Mr. Neal's excitement about today. This is a long time coming, and for you students, we are so excited about the opportunity that's launching today. I'm here for Superintendent Mary Skipper, who could not be here due to an emergency. This initiative could not be more important to her at this time, and she sends her regards and congratulations to all of you. I also want to thank Mayor Wu. I want to thank Bloomberg Philanthropies, and especially Yves Bois, who manages the CTE portfolio and traveled from New York City to join us here today. And of course, our amazing school leader, Paul Neal, and his team here at Madison Park. Initiatives like the Skilled Trade Program allow BPS to build on a key strategy of strengthening career pathways for our students. This is what today's announcement is all about, creating real opportunities for students to thrive in the building trades, to leverage the experience that you have here at Madison Park, to graduate and go into the many trade unions that support our city and all of our construction. I also want to just shout out Building Pathways. Building Pathways, along with our union partners, is creating that bridge from your experience at Madison Park into the trade unions. And Building Pathways has been at our side in designing this program and will run a cohort for 17 talented recent Madison Park graduates who will start next month in the cohort and then launch their careers in the skilled trades. So we're very excited for the 17 seniors that just graduated. I want to give a round of applause to those Throughout the district, we are creating pathways in the building trades, in the culinary and hospitality sector, in the health sector, in education. All of our programs are designed to find a pathway to the skilled trades, to the workforce for our students. Here at Madison Park, there are 20 different CTE programs. 6 of them are in the building trades, and we're really thrilled that we will be offering a 7th this fall, construction craft labor, and we have our partners here from LIUNA, the Laborers Union, here to celebrate that. And with that, I want to turn things to Mayor Wu.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's nice to see you all. I know we're counting down the days until summer, and that's why we wanted to be here, is to celebrate and acknowledge how hard everyone has worked over this last school year, and also for those of you, I think there are even maybe some recent graduates who are back for this conversation today, so how hard some of you have worked for many years, and what we're trying to do to make sure that everyone in this room and all who are going to follow in your footsteps have the best possible opportunities here in Boston. For me, this has been a labor of love and something that's been really personal. I first came to Madison long time ago when I was on the city council. Obviously, we have lots of events here. I got to shadow and see what was happening in the classrooms with the different pathways. And then starting in 2018, I decided, along with a couple of my colleagues on the council at that point, we wanted to really try to do what we could to not just make Madison the best place in Boston for skilled trades and voc tech, but the best place in the country. And so we went and toured a bunch of other schools, we had meetings and heard about all the plans over many years. And from now until then, we set big goals with the alumni, the friends of Madison Park, the faculty, and the students at that time who are now alumni. And I think even then, as much as we were dreaming, what we get to celebrate today, for me, is way beyond what we even thought possible already. It took a while to get to this point, but a couple of the big things that we've been able to celebrate are, one, a major total reconstruction and renovation that's slated for the school with the state's MSBA, Mass School Building Authority, helping to partner in that. They'll help fund it, they'll help design it. And so y'all are gonna have to come back. Some of you won't be done, next year or anything, but we need your feedback now on how to make sure we're designing the best building to fit all the pathways that we need for students in the future. And so the fact that there's gonna be a probably $700 million plus renovation of this school is going to make it the centerpiece for Boston Public Schools. We also were really, really excited to sign, even while we're planning that, we're not waiting for the designs to be done and the dollars to flow then. We're already working with all our partners. So the MOU that was signed with the trades, the commitment that graduates are going directly into the trades, we've needed to do that for a long time. And so for the first time in decades, there's a program that's in place. I want to thank Building Pathways. I want to thank all of our union partners. And most of all, I want to thank our students for working so hard to earn your way into these programs that are going to be a great career and, again, setting you up to be the example that students who follow in your footsteps are going to be looking to. And then we have today where we get to share this incredible investment. Bloomberg Philanthropies has been such a strong and important partner for the city of Boston in a lot of different ways. And when we said this is our priority to make sure Voc Tech is going now, even as we're preparing for the renovations, the fact that we'll have a $13 million partnership to expand the pathways to get this going is really going to put us on the map right away. So it wouldn't be possible if we weren't already working from the most talented and hardworking student and faculty base that there is. Thank you so much for all that you do to be Boston and to represent our city in the fullest. There's something special about Boston, and I wasn't lucky enough to be born here. I came here for school and figured it out kind of piece by piece. Grew up in an immigrant family, had to figure it out on my own. And what this city does is we see people who work hard, we see what other people say is impossible, and then we put those two things together and figure out how to make it happen. You all are going to be that shining example for us for a long time to come. So I just want to thank you so much for being here in this moment when we're on the verge of amazing things happening, and it's because you have shown us that this is a place where we put resources, students walk through those doors, and then break down all the barriers for everyone after you. So maybe now I think if we could go around and everyone can, if you're a student, tell us your name, obviously, and then maybe what grade you are, what neighborhood you live in, what pathway you've been on. And then if you're one of our partners, share your name, your organization, what you represent, and then any connection to Madison that you already have. We'd love to hear it. And then I also want to acknowledge there's lots of folks who aren't at this table, who are standing all around, who are amazing, important, critical partners as well. Just a few thank yous to Chair of our Boston School Committee, Chair Jerry Robinson. Some of our faculty members and educators at Madison. The Building Pathways crew and folks from the administration, whether it's Madison, BPS, or city departments. Thank you. As already shouted out, Eve is here as well from Bloomberg. And then you'll see we have folks wearing multiple hats too, right? Trade, BPDA board, others. So you all know Mr. Neal.
Want to start this? So Paul, your head of school, we'll go this side here.
You McKenna, I'm in Meadow Path.
What do you?
I'm in High Park.
And what grade?
10th grade.
Hi, my name is Diana. I'm in plumbing, and I'm in 10th grade, and I live in George High
Bruce Duque, plumbing instructor.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Renee Dozier. I'm with IBW Local 103. I am a business agent and trustee, and I am the chair of the State Board of Electrical Examiners. And I've been to this school. I went to this school. I've been in these rooms, in this hallway. So I'm one of you. I'm one of these. I'm a student. I'm still a student. So thanks for having me.
Ms. Lorna Reed, graduated Dorchester.
What pathway?
I was in facilities.
I'm Joe Kabako. I'm the Director of Apprenticeship for the Laborers Union in New England. And I look forward to this partnership as we expand our pathway programs in Boston. Mayor, Brett, thank you for this partnership. As we build this school, we're gonna be building great careers into the middle class here at Madison Park, and I look forward to the expansion of our program, as well as the expansion of the middle class here in Boston.
Patrick Walsh, Business Manager, Laborers Local 223, Dorchester resident and parent of 2 BPS students.
I'm Terry Kamara. I'm the pre-apprenticeship coordinator for the New England Laborers, New England region.
My name is Cassie. I'm in the 11th grade. I'm in the carpentry program, and I live in Madison.
My name is Wilson. I'm in 11th grade. I'm in facilities management. And I live in Madison.
Joe DeVoe, facilities instructor.
I'm Leonard. I'm in building property maintenance, and I'm
My name is Jaden. I'm a graduate. I live in Dorchester, and I'm your facilities manager.
Hello, my name is Emily. I'm also a graduate. I did electrical here, and I'm going to the union if you want. My name is Shakira. I graduated, and I did the electrical program. And I live in Rockford.
My name is Zanaya. I'm a graduate. I come from Mattapan, and I'm going into local 1 up there as well.
My name is Narika Gaskin. I'm a Madison Park alumni.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing my cardinal red. But yes, I'm a 23-year electrician. I am now an instructor, and I will be their instructor when they come to the school. I'm also a Boston resident, Dorchester.
I'm Seth. I'm in ISSN. I'm in 11th grade, and I live in Roxbury.
Eduardo, and I am a junior in the plumbing trade, and I live in East Boston.
I'm Enzo. I'm in the 11th grade, and I do carpentry. And I live in Hyde Park. I just met my neighbor, Raheem Shepherd, regional manager for the Carpenters, 27 years. I also live in Hyde Park. I also get to wear the hat of a BPDA board member that helps approve all these projects in this beautiful city. I originally grew up in Roxbury, Stone Flows up the street, and to see the students here and everyone here getting together collectively to make this place a better place, and also to build our future with the new students here is a great thing. Thank you.
Livingston Williams, electricity instructor, also MP alumni.
Dimitri, I'm the electrical, and I'm 11th grade, and I live in Rosendale.
My name is Jalen. Just graduated in the plumbing trade. I live in Dorchester.
My name is Jaden Vasquez. I just graduated. I live in Jamaica Plain, and I was in plumbing.
My name is Mauricio. I'm in 10th grade. I'm in HVAC, and I live in Dorchester.
George Baptiste, a carpentry instructor, and also a carpenter member, a union member.
John Walsh, COO for the Carpenters.
Good morning, Ken Turner, the Chief of Project Management and Training for the Boston Water and Sewer Commission. And my connection there, as you may recall, is when I worked for Governor Baker, I tried to build a relationship in the biopharma industry as the CEO of a life science center, but now, for sure, we will have jobs for ready, willing, and able, and trained folks from this group that will help us to deliver our mission of clean water and safe stormwater removal for the city. So we are here not to just applaud and support the program, but to actively participate.
My name is Kaden. I'm living in Dorchester. I'm in the facilities.
Hello everyone, my name is Shaitan Green. I'm a Roxbury resident. I'm also a Madison Park alumni. I graduated like over 20 years ago. I'm a little biased. I believe the greatest talent comes out of Madison. Is that right? I'm a business agent of the Greater Boston Building Trades Unions. We represent over 35,000 working people, working families who live and work right here in our city. And we're happy to let the summer go by and kind of expect, like, it's so exciting to hear everyone kind of know the trade that they're ready to kind of jump both feet into. It's so refreshing to hear. And I'm excited because I sat in the same seat as you all, right? And I didn't see myself kind of as a business agent in building trades, but even more so like getting a license in a trade that you really worked as hard as when you went to school, right? Like you'll be doing a 5-year apprenticeship program that's gonna require the same effort that you all showed graduating to make it to a senior, showing up on time, giving your best effort, and really going all in on the trade that there's so many ways you can learn. You can learn, right in the classroom. Thankfully, with this program, with the PLA and the connection with the building trades unions, that you'll be able to earn and learn, work and get paid, learn and get paid. To me, that's so crucial because when I graduated Madison Park, I did go into college, right? And, the career path that everyone kind of gets pushed towards too. And what I discovered, going through my journey in college is like in between classes, I was broke, like I didn't know, I was like, there has to be a better way, right? Like I shouldn't have to choose, studying over getting paid or getting paid a fair wage and benefits and stuff like that. Like what is something, like is there a formula that can, help someone who wants to work but also learn and also build up their skills? And to me, that was the union pre-apprenticeship program. Sorry, I was remiss if I, skipped over the fact that I am a Building Pathways graduate as well, so I want to give it up to I'm so thankful for Building Pathways because the trades that I didn't know existed. I'm a sprinkler fitter by trade, but before joining into the Sprinkler Fitters Union, I did not know what a sprinkler fitter was. So it was the pre-apprenticeship training that Building Pathways provides that really opened my ears up to what are the benefits and all the opportunities that exist in the building trades union. So again, I cut it short, but I want each and every one of you here to just jump in with both feet, right? Ask for help when you need help and build connections and build relationships with people that are gonna be there for you when you have tough times and have questions and say, hey, I have a big test coming up, I'm a little bit nervous, and get Nikki's number, talk about those test questions that are coming up, and get connected with gentleman over here at 223, Pat Walsh, and the team at 223, who's ready to embrace you and take you in and train you and make you the best building trades workers ever, and we're stepping in both feet here, but there's gonna be a whole nother class that comes behind you all that's gonna be looking to follow you and see what decisions you made, and maybe that decision is the decision that they wanna make. So embrace it, and we're here, and congratulations to each and every one of you.
Well, we want to open it up for a little bit, and I don't want to take over any of the conversation. I guess there are a couple of things I'm curious about. One, for the graduates, what were the things, was there a moment, was there a part of this experience that really made you decide you were going to stick with Madison, stick with the trades, and go all in on it? For the students who haven't graduated yet, how are you thinking about what we could add to this experience so that you could have an even better next couple of years as you're finishing up here? And then for our partners, what are you most excited about with this kind of partnership? So I don't know if we want to kind of do those three, but let's start with the graduates first.
Graduates, any questions? We're ready.
103.
What did you like most about the Madison experience, and what kind of made it, what spoke to you that this is something you want to keep doing even after graduation?
Okay, when I chose electrical, I really like doing hands-on work. So as I kept going, as I kept moving in each grade, I liked the things that we kept on doing, and it made me really stick to it and keep going to do it.
To be honest, when I first came to Madison, I didn't originally choose facilities. It just kind of, I don't know, I was kind of just put into the class. But what really made me like stay with teachers is because I built such a strong relationship with them, and they taught me a lot from freshman year up until my senior year. So I really do appreciate that, and I wouldn't have changed my goal at all. So it's pretty good for that.
Thank you.
I agree mainly with Jaden, where I didn't choose facilities, but by distance I ended up here. And I think that, at least for me, what made me stay with Madison, it wasn't really, because it was not my choice, it was not the first school that I chose. I kind of lost my opportunity to go elsewhere because I was kind of falling off in middle school. And Madison was like the best only option I had. So I came here and I found out that there's a lot of opportunities here, and through that I just stuck with it. And the teachers too, obviously. That's it about.
Thank you. Any questions?
What about some of the other students who haven't graduated yet?
So my name is Lucen. I'm in facilities. Facilities was my first choice. I picked it because there was so many things to do. It's not only just it's not closed up. I feel doors open. I could work do framing. I could work with clothes do drywall and all the stuff which I really like. And then I didn't really know what I wanted to face. Basically, one of my favorite options. It was just so open.
Thank you.
I'm Dimitri. I'm in the electrical trade. When I transferred to Madison sophomore year, freshman year I was somewhere else. Electrical was my first choice, but it was pretty competitive to get in, especially coming in a year late. So I was put on somewhat of a trial period where I had to kind of compete with a few others to get in. So that's where I kind of first realized that I really liked the electrical trade. Getting to meet all the amazing teachers who went through the same experience that I'm going through currently. Two of my teachers went to Madison Park and went straight to the Union afterwards. So I felt I could really kind of connect with them, and seeing how they turned out, I think that really pushed me forward to wanting to pursue this path, because I saw how much success you can get from it.
Thank you.
My name is Seth. I'm in ISN. During my freshman year, I actually wasn't in the class. I was actually in media arts, but I decided to switch because I had a passion for tech. I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Janus. He's not here right now because my book wasn't on the list. But it really inspired me to keep going. That's what I want to do in the future. I want to have my own business with all tech. I'm just really passionate about it, and I'm just thankful that Madison Park was able to give that to me. And I feel like that I can go really far do what I'm doing right now.
Coach, you can. Thank you.
So my name is Eduardo, and I'm in the plumbing trade, and so I really like to do plumbing because it's I really like to use my muscles, and I love having connections as well. So learning people that also love to do the things that I love to do is what makes me feel more connected to it.
Thank you.
So one of the questions I'd like to ask you guys, how many of you guys have a family member or know anyone that's in any of the unions? Just raise your hand if you know.
You said family members specifically?
Or friends, anyone that you know.
I know.
So I must say, I graduated from a vocational school. And I'm really looking forward to partnering with Louis because I think they're gonna help us to be better. And I think I'm gonna be a better leader because I'm also realizing a lot of our students don't know about the union. And you can't dream about something that you don't know about. And as even we were going through this process and prepping and talking to the kids, you know, it is such a difference because they don't know anyone. It's not part of who they are. They don't know the benefits. And I really feel like we have to get better at spreading the word because I feel like there's so many kids throughout the city or even within our own school, even the teachers don't know a lot about even the deal that the mayor and the superintendent was able to get for Madison. And so even that excitement is shared by the adults, but not necessarily by our students because we've not done a good enough job, and that's my learning, and really want to do a better job in getting the city to know, getting the kids to know about what this deal is about. And I really am grateful that even the graduates who came back today, so thank you guys.
Thank you. Can I just add to that? You said about being a better person. Let me just say one thing to all the students in here, the graduates and the students for next year. One of the best things about being part of a union, everyone talks about the money and the benefits. Being raised by a single mom of 5 children and being homeless, this union brought me up and taught me how to be part of my community, to raise my 4 daughters and adopt a little boy. It taught me how to be a coach all my kids, be a mentor to little kids, to really be part of the fabric of your community. So not only you said it make you a better person, that's what your union, no matter what union you join, will do for you. So be an active member in your union. When they ask you to come out and go do things in the community, remember, everybody always needs help sometime. So it's okay to ask for help. It's even more gratifying to be the person to be able to give help to somebody in your community, whether you know them or you don't. And for me, the union has made the world of difference in my life. I probably shouldn't say it here, but I got thrown out of high school. I graduated high because I was ADD before that was really a thing. So I'm gonna tell you that these pathways that are in place for you, you have mentors, you have individuals that'll help you gain a good living, but they're also gonna teach you and mentor you how to be a good member of your neighborhood, of your community, to come back and help others. To me, that's the most gratifying piece about being in the union. It's not really the paycheck, although that's needed. The benefits are great, but being able to go back and help individuals in need is the best feeling. So I look forward to working with all of you in here, the students, the graduates, the other trades, because this is gonna be the best program in all of Massachusetts for sure, but we're gonna make it the best program in the country.
Nice.
I also want to second that because that's what I tell the students all the time. When I went to Madison, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I applaud you guys also for actually, you wanted to be an electrician, or you actually was placed in a position and you're like, okay, I want to do this, right? I graduated out of here and I didn't know. I was part of electronics. I didn't know what I was going to do with that. I went on to work at Mass General Hospital afterwards, and I ended up becoming a single mom. And I know a lot of people counted me out because of that. And I just happened, my father said to me, 103 is hiring. And I was like, okay. I was the type of person to be outside with him changing the brakes on cars. So I was like, I can do that. And I joined 103, and that was the best thing I could have ever done in my life, right? I was able to send my kids to college. I was able to buy my own house. You know what I mean? I'm doing just as good as my sister who just got her doctorate. You know what I mean? So this is the best decision that you guys have made, right? And Madison is a great place. I just wish I knew what I wanted to do then, but I still ended up where I needed to be. And I never knew I was gonna become an instructor too, so it just doesn't stop at there. You can grow, So I applaud you guys though. Just keep up with it. Don't let anything stop you. Just keep pushing forward. All right?
Thank you. I guess, how many people are nervous to start their first year, their first apprenticeship
walking on the site for the first day, right? All right, so I just give you a little piece of advice that those nerves are actually what help you learn and keep you safe. So I'm not saying get rid of those nerves, but everybody on the job site is there to help you, not see you fail, right? So a lot of times we can approach the situation like I don't know something, and that's what's going to be held against me. Everybody that you're going to be working with and around is going to be there to support you. Mainly because everybody, that's walking on the site as a first-year apprentice, you all are making the same thing. No one's making more or less than the next person working beside them. No one's getting less benefits because they work a little, they show up a little bit earlier. Everybody is there to row in the same direction and lift people up. So if that helps get rid of some nerves, I'm happy to definitely share that information, because the next year you're going to be a second-year apprentice, and then your task is going to be to help the first-year apprentice that you once were, right? So, and that same model continues on throughout the unions, but also with life too. Like my union brothers and sisters, that teamwork and that camaraderie, that doesn't just only exist on the job site. That exists through life, right? Hey, I'm moving jobs. I know we used to work together, but I'm gonna be moving jobs over here. Oh, cool. Call me if anything, if you have any issues. So you're gonna hit roadblocks, and you're gonna hit, points where, this seems kind of hard, but then you're gonna remember all the friends and relationships that you built. And I'm expecting my phone to ring probably one of those times as well too, because everybody in this room, we're ready to see you on site, so we can say, hey, wasn't you at that round table? And here's my number. And so embrace the feeling of being nervous, because it's not something that people are looking for you to feel. Everyone is excited and ready to uplift you all and carry you all the way until, help you all the way into you journeymen, journeywomen, and you give that same love back to the upcoming people. So yeah, just wanted to add that.
Shaitan is so right. So I had the privilege of seeing the electrical program do their final presentation, and you guys are already ready. When I got on the job 24 years ago, I didn't even know what a ground screw was. You guys are bending pipe, you're pulling wire. Like, big up to the teachers here, because they are doing the work. These kids like Livingston, Katalise, Toya, like I was shocked when I seen the
Ben saddle.
Ben, thank you. The saddle bends and everything else. I was like, okay, then they're already ready. So you know more than the first year that you're going in with. So you are already set up for success. Madison is setting you guys up already.
Set up for success.
So you're right with this purpose.
So with that, let me ask this question for any one of you guys. Tell us one thing that you've learned that you feel really confident about. Anything that you've learned or done that you're like, yeah, I've got this skill.
Wall framing.
Wall framing, nice.
Anyone else? Jaden, what do you got?
To be honest, I think I'm in plumbing, so I would say pipe work. I feel like I'm pretty confident with pipe work. I can do well. Yeah.
Any one of you guys?
Right here, next to me.
Building maintenance and retrofitting, how to keep it clean and maintained, energy efficient.
Fixing Chromebooks like Acers, like the screens and the keyboards. Also doing a lot of binary numbers, ones and zeros.
We're actually doing that for the city right now, where we're taking in all the Chromebooks, and ISM students have been working and rebuilding those.
That's amazing. Back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
Got another one?
My name is Maisla, and I'm an electrical. Honestly, I'd say doing circuits and plates.
What grade?
Wow.
I feel very confident in you guys' ability, all of you, just for being here. I'm excited. Your confidence, the most important skill you have, those skills that you talk about, individual, showing up early, working in a group, confidence in yourself, number one. All that other stuff will follow after you have that confidence in yourself, and that's what Madison Park, that's what we're gonna build here.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, because my name is Eduardo, and I'm in plumbing, and so I really like to work with appliances, everyday home stuff. So water heaters, sinks, and showers and stuff. So I really think that I can really build and stuff and fix them as well.
different spin on it. When I was in probably 7th grade, I'll start 2nd grade when you brought in things for show and tell. I remember I brought in a level and a hammer. Like I took it out of my father's bag. And I've always wanted to be a carpenter. 10th grade, 11th grade, going to the guidance counselor, and everyone's talking about what school they're going to. So I'm going to be a carpenter. At the time, it wasn't a popular pick, but I knew what I wanted to do. Stuck at it. I did not attend Building Pathways, but I did attend through the Menino campaign, APP. So I did my years with APP. So I did everything I could to become a carpenter. My father, I was fortunate. My father was a union carpenter. I watched him get up every day, 5 in the morning. That was every day. He never missed a day, and he lived that model, and I followed behind it. I say I want to be a carpenter early because a lot of you want to be what you want to be. So just put your all into it, and you can do anything with it. There's no ceiling in these trades.
I think I learned a lot about my trade here, but I learned a bit more about myself because I find that in this school, I never plan on going to college because I don't feel like I'm a very academic student. I don't think that I really struggled showing up on time to classes and stuff like that in school. But I would only always look forward to classes because they never really felt academic. It felt more like a second home. And I think that being there with my teachers and how they treated us, like they didn't treat us like students. They treated us like actual people, like peers or equals. And I think that helped me to learn a lot about myself and how I like to work and the people that I like to work with.
That's pretty good.
That's
I
such
like
a great
that.
point.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to talk about connections in a small world, Raheem's first day in the union was working under me.
Work with a few people in there.
Can I say one thing real quick? Raheem was actually the steward on my first job. I haven't even gotten to check in with him. He was a carpenter steward. I was a first-year apprentice walking around. I used to see him kind of like doing this thing. It was a beautiful thing. It's a small world. It really is.
We work together.
We work together, yeah. I wanted
Yeah.
to add something. What's your name again, my friend? Brajon. Okay, yes. About not really being like an academic student. I came into the union, I selected sprinkler fitters union, and one thing, adding and subtracting fractions, I was like, I get a pit in my stomach when, they're like, all right, add and subtract these fractions, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to really think back. So one thing that really kind of calmed my nerves, I seen how they would do adding and subtracting fractions when I was in class, but I also seen how they were adding and subtracting fractions when they were on the job site. And it was two different ways of approaching the same thing, right? So I picked the way that they add in and subtract fractions on the job site, and I seen how they actually did it with their tape measure, like right in front of my face. I didn't have to store and save numbers in my head and carry over and stuff like that. So there is so many different ways to do the same thing that you can find the way that that fits you and that is easy for you to accept. Because there's a lot of different ways you're gonna see how to approach something. So I would just don't get nervous and just figure out the way that just help fit you.
Yeah. And you're spot on.
Yeah.
Everybody learns different.
Yeah.
And that is what is so important about this. When I was young and in school, these programs were everywhere. And then we did away with that. We had this crazy narrative that if you didn't go to college, you were less than. I got news for you. Call an electrician today and see how much it costs you to have work done in your house. Now that whole narrative has shifted where earn while you learn, you come to school, you get paid to get out and have a high middle class paying job with benefits and a skill that you can take anywhere you go, not only in Boston, in Massachusetts, throughout the country, throughout the world, once you learn that skill set. So your learning process is what drives you. Everyone learns different, and changing that narrative and putting these programs back into the schools to teach local individuals to be able to build their community, that's the first path. College is secondary, in my opinion.
I will say, one of the things we want to do at Madison, one, we're not so interested in just teaching you the trades. We're interested in teaching kids how to think and how to learn. And we believe if we do that, it doesn't matter what comes. I'm a machinist by trade. I went to a vocational school. I had no intention of going to college, and college kind of found me through sports. And I now have my master's and is here leading Madison. So what it did for me, at the time I was an immigrant from Jamaica and my family really needed support. I was able to start working. Madison is such a unique opportunity, like what you guys are getting and the partnership that we have. I was not a part of that when I was in school. And I just realized like how powerful as a Madison graduate, you have choices. You want to go to college? We had 8 kids that left here this year with their associates. You want to go off into the trade? You're going to have a path into the union. But you're learning how to learn, and if we do that, and that's why you should be confident, because if you're here today, you have learned over the 4 years, and I am confident that you will be able to apply some of the skills you've learned, but you will also learn new skills, because we can't teach you everything here, right? So I feel like you guys should be highly confident as long as you're willing to work hard, you have learned how to learn.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We've asked the students a lot of questions. Students, do you have any questions while we have some of these experts in the room? Anything that you're curious about or you want to hear about from them?
Maybe like, what was it like when they were in high school?
A lot easier. We didn't have any of these things. It was a lot easier. The circle was smaller, your exposure to everything else was a lot more limited. You guys have it tough. What all that means is, Shaitan said one thing best about paving the way for the people behind you. If you keep that in your mind, remember you in 10th grade, once you graduate and move to the next step, that it's not just your future. You're setting an example and paving that path for the people behind you. And the one thing that you have now is this generation has courage to speak up when you need help, to say things. When we were in school, that was a sign of weakness, which it isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength to ask for help. So whenever you feel like you hit a roadblock, stop for a minute and you look at that person to your right or left. That could be your mentor or that you'd like to mentor you. Ask for help. And I'll tell you, they'll respect you so much more. So it was different. You guys have it much tougher because of the phones and everything else, but you also have a lot that we didn't have as kids, and being encouraged and being able to speak out.
I would say for me, it was difficult. Just going through life, and I know that everyone here goes through things in life, right? But I also had immigrant parents that came from Barbados, and I saw their struggle and how they worked hard to take care of us. And so even though I was going through a lot, that was embedded in my head that I had to do well as well. And so I think it was tough, and that's why I didn't know what I wanted to do while I was here, but I just knew I had to do something. And I just got lucky. Honestly, I think I got lucky and God put me where I needed to be. So that's why I say just keep focused, just keep going, right? We're gonna bump into road bumps, but it's how you deal with those road bumps. Don't let them run over you, right? Go over them. So you'll be all right.
I have a question for all the site supervisors. How is it like the road to an entry level worker to see the whole work sense?
So I guess I could answer that in a apprenticeship way. So as a first year apprentice going on the job site, it seems more like, hey, can you go get me that 90-degree elbow, right? To see if how you figure out around that. If you don't know what a 90-degree elbow, what is the next thing you do? You ask questions. Everybody on the whole site, regardless of the trade, is there to help you in that question, So my first year was more like listening skills, note-taking, questions, and then the second year, you get a little bit more leeway. You may get you may get designated a room. Hey, can you finish this room? Just to see how you take on that challenge as well. You know, going through my apprenticeship, you know, I embraced every year. It was a 5-year apprenticeship. Every year was different because you get more responsibilities because your pay actually goes up. You know, you get roughly about 2 pay raises a year. So, you know, as your pay is going up, you're required to do more, right? So, paired with your, you know, you're going to school, you're working, so all these things are coming at you full force, you know, like your wages are going up, your skills are going up, right? And responsibility too. So sometimes I kind of had to like check myself on the site, like it's not about speed, right? It's about understanding, it's about asking questions. And if something is unsafe, you stop, you know? So, you know, the goal of everyone that shows up to work every day is to make it back home in the same condition as well. So if I have to remind someone to say, hey, put on your hard hat, tie your sneakers, all that is super important to, you know, achieving the goal of building this building, but also making it home and then making it to work on the next building as well. When I graduated my apprenticeship and I made it to journey level, they actually put me on a 44-story high-rise building and said, hey, you run this. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I guess this is what the training leads up to, right? And I was super nervous. I had all these prints, and I didn't know what I was looking at for a second until I like kind of calmed myself down. And then once I kind of got my bearings, I said, trust your training. Trust what you know you can do. And if you have questions, make a call, ask a question. I was talking to everybody on that site just to make sure, like I was crossing my T's and dotting my I's, but also being safe and trusting the skills that you build up over these years, right? And you don't need to know every single last thing, but you have to be willing to do what it takes to find the answer, and that's what's going to get you through.
Thank you. So for time's sake, we're going to wrap up a little bit. We're going to ask the students to be dismissed. But before we go, I really want to thank all the people who took the time to be here, the union, the partnerships, the dignitaries, because to me, this is a model that will make Madison achieve the dreams of the students of being the best high school there is. And to see people of such levels of importance here that can make all the dots connect, I really want to thank you. I thank the staff because I think we're continuing to learn and grow from these partnerships, how to prepare our students. And that's probably more important to me with these partnerships because I can learn from you guys. What do we need to do? What do students do? And one of the big things we're working on right now is what you spoke of, Shatan, about the workplace math. We teach math academically. Now we're trying to make sure we're building into our schedule where the teachers get to meet with the vocational teachers to say, okay, what does that look like in the shop? We've had a partnership with DESE this year. We're going to do some more workplace math. Again, we want to make sure our students are prepared for what's out there, and the partnership, we're looking forward to learning and growing from you guys. So again, the students, we're going to ask you guys to dismiss. Thank you very much.
Before you all go, can I do one last thing? A couple of you all have mentioned teachers and how important it is, the faculty. We have someone who is retiring after 27 years here. So, Mr. Norris. Thank you. We don't know what we're going to do now, but you have also gotten ready the next generation. We honor your 27 years of service to the Boston Public Schools. Thank you for the support for a generation of electrical students at Madison Park, spearheading the expansion of the co-op, the cooperative education program, so every Madison student has real-world work experience, and you've left a foundation after decades of mentorship, advocacy, and a fierce belief in the talent and endless potential of our students.